Welcoming you all, I would like to introduce myself. I am Kirtika Bhatt and I'm working with Global Wildlife Fair as the communication executive. Firstly, I would like to introduce you all to the concept of Global Wildlife Fair. The Global Wildlife Fair is a platform that brings together wildlife operators, ecologists, photographers, wildlife experts, and storytellers from around the world. We celebrate the joy of exploring nature by discovering new places, new species, new experiences, and connecting to people who share that passion with us. It's about building a global community that learns, travels, and grows together. And for this very engaging webinar, GWF has joined hand with Uttar Pradesh Tourism and Uttar Pradesh Ecotourism. This collaboration brings together culture and nature on a global platform together. This partnership highlights the state's rich wildlife, ecotourism destination, and sustainable travel initiatives, promoting Uttar Pradesh as a leading hub for responsible and nature based tourism. And today, to learn about the rich avian culture and wildlife of the wetlands of Dhanauri, we have with us Dr. T. Divakar Rao. Sir has an experience in wildlife photography that spans over 15 years. He has been the leading person for several walks that have been organized in and around Uttar Pradesh. His articles have been a contribution to In Vogue magazine, while his photographs have been published by the National Geographic. Along with being published in various books, newspaper, digital platforms, etc., his articles and his photographs are much talked about in wildlife enthusiasts. He's also an integral part of the Delhi Bird Atlas Survey team and has delivered several lectures in and around India and across esteemed myriad institutions across the country. We welcome you, sir, and it will be a great pleasure listening to you. I'll now hand over the session to Mr. Rao to enlighten us on this very important topic.
Thank you, Kritika, for inviting me. First of all, I would like to thank Global Wildlife Fair and Uttar Pradesh Tourism, and especially Asian Adventures for inviting me to give lecture on Dhanauri wetlands. Thank you all. Good evening. Today, we are going to discuss about birds and wildlife of Dhanauri, which is in Uttar Pradesh. Dhanauri is a very good place, or you can call a heaven for birders who are actually doing birding in Delhi and NCR region. Dhanauri is basically it's 50 to 60 kilometers from the midpoint of Delhi, and it's about 90 kilometers from Haryana, Gurgaon. And it's a very good place for migratory birds, and common birds are there, and for some rare birds also. It is actually situated in Gautam Buddha Nagar, which is a recently created district. It was created in, I think, 1997, and Dhanauri was previously part of Bulandshahr district. Now it's in Greater Noida area. You might be knowing Budh International Circuit. Dhanauri is very near to Budh International Circuit, and the wetland area covers almost 98 to 112 hectares. It is survey of various survey. It is the various surveys report, and it is a very important bird area, and it's a very good site to be notified as a complete wetland and Ramsar site. Next slide, please. The nature of wetland is shallow, marshy, and depressions formed by agricultural runoffs and seasonal inundation. It is a mixture of water and marsh vegetation. Wet grasslands are there, apart from agricultural fields around. The seasonal dynamics are the water expands in monsoon and winter and shrinks in summer. It is actually crucial for foraging and breeding. It supports invertebrates, fish, amphibians, and sustain bird populations. Approachability is, I have already told, it's almost 40 to 50 kilometers from Delhi. And if you start early from Delhi, you will get to see a lot of species over there. The nearby villages are called Thasrana, Amipur Bandar on the other side, Thasrana on the left side. Dhankor is a village which is very near to Dhanauri. The best season for birding is winter actually and monsoon, post monsoon. The winter is November to February and post monsoon is September to October, because there you will find a good resident breeding activity, and in monsoon you will find other birds also, apart from the migratory birds. Avoid peak summers, because in summers the temperature is too high in the North. Here, the key bird species of Dhanauri. Why Dhanauri is famous? Dhanauri is famous for two to three birds, basically, but there are so many birds you can find there. The first one is Saras crane, which is a flagship bird over there. It has got a large congregations, up to, I think, more than 100, 120. I don't know the exact number, but it's almost, it's above 100 has been noted. There are some other birds like migratory birds you will find over there. And in monsoon, you find bristled grassbird. It's a very special bird. You can find in August and September month. There are other birds like Zitting cisticola, swamp hens, lapwings, cotton pygmy goose, flamingos, bar-headed geese, grey-lag geese, comb ducks. You can find many species over there. I think there are 221 species have been reported from there. The nearby attraction is Surajpur wetland. Surajpur, I think almost 30 to 35 kilometers. If you go from Delhi, first you can visit Surajpur and then you can go to Dhanauri. There are there are nearby attractions also. That is OBS, Okla Bird Sanctuary, which is very nearer to Delhi. Okla Bird Sanctuary at Okla Barrage near Yamuna River. It is basically situated in Noida, Gautam Budh Nagar, known as haven for 300 bird species. You can plan a day trip to Dhanauri and Surajpur in the month of July, August for breeding period, and in winters from November to January or February. I'm talking about the ski species of Dhanauri, that is the Saras crane. Saras cranes actually are very much part of Dhanauri since long time. Saras cranes are actually a non-migratory crane found in Indian subcontinent, Southeast Asia, and Northern Australia. These are the tallest flying birds, known to be tallest flying birds, and they pair long-lasting relationship, or you can call it a monogamous type of bonds. Breeding season is usually July to October. They build island nests over the agricultural lands or shallow waters. Saras cranes are they are highest in population in Uttar Pradesh, and more congregations you will find in Etawah district. They are omnivorous. They can eat insects and aquatic plants. Breeding pairs maintain their territories. They defended from other cranes using repertoire calls are called unison calls or trumpeting calls. They have got very interesting courtship behavior, jumping, bowing movements, and circles around others to attract each other or to attract the female, basically. They lay 1 to 2 eggs, and the incubation period is 26 to 35 days. The other birds commonly seen in the monsoon are the bristled grass bird. Bristled grass bird is also known as the bristled grass warbler also, endemic to Indian subcontinent, though spotted in neighboring countries. Often seen in marshy areas, and it's very hard to spot. Usually seen briefly at the top of a grass clump, it is always hidden in the grass clumps. Breeding season is May to September and lay 4 to 5 eggs, incubated by female alone. This is the interesting point of bristle grassbird. The bristles are believed to be protect the eyes from dense grass. And this is the grass bird. You can see the photos. The next photo is a flying photo. You can see that. And the one more bird, which is very interesting bird, is called watercock. Watercock birds are very secretive birds, males visible only during monsoon. They actually belongs to rail and crake family. Mainly eat insects and small fish. Male looks attractive with extended frontal shield and horn. This is the water bird, the flying shot, head-on shot. We call it head-on shot. This is the lateral shot and profile shot. The other things we can see over there are bitterns. There are 5 bitterns which can be seen in India. The common bitterns are yellow bittern, cinnamon bittern, and there are other species like Eurasian bittern, which was visible there in 2016 and 17. That is also used to be called as great bittern, and this one is called yellow bittern. Bitterns are basically secretive marsh-dwelling herons belonging to the family of Ardeidae. They are stocky, they are medium-sized herons, shorter necks compared to typical herons. The plumage is brown to mm, black or streaked. When alarmed, they adopt freeze pose. That is the characteristic feature of the bitterns. This is the black bittern which you are seeing now. This bird is called as Oriental Pratincoal. It's a badder basically, which has got a slender body, long pointed wings, and sharp forked tail. The distinctive black outline around the throat forming a necklace-like marking you can see. It is very agile, swift flyer. And the next one is, it is called rain quail. Rain quail is a bird which is a small quail basically. Bold black breast band you can see, white throat and streaked crown also you can see. Widely distributed across India, Pakistan, Nepal, Sri Lanka and Myanmar. Prefers dry grasslands, scrub agricultural fields. Often seen in open country before rains. It is a very shy bird, ground dwelling, runs more than it flies. This is a characteristic feature of rain quail. The next is jacana. Jacana is this one is called pheasant-tailed jacana, and one more jacana you can find there, over there, that is bronze-winged jacana. That photo I don't have. These are basically uh, what you call these birds having long toes, and they walk on floating vegetation. They are slim with long leg and small head. Mostly they are in solitary or in small group. Distinctive fluttery flight with dangling legs are the distinctive flight features of this bird. They prefer polyandry, these birds, and basically female mates with multiple. That means female mates with multiple males. Males build nest, incubate eggs, and raise chicks. Next slide. The next slide is tern. This is called a river tern. River terns are very slim, graceful birds. They have pointed wings, you can see, and deeply forked tails. And their habitat is coastlines, wetlands. Dhanauri is a wetland, we all know, rivers, lakes, and they are long distance migrants also that I will show you next. Next slide, please. This is a whiskered tern. This is a migrant also. The next one is pied cuckoo or Jacobin cuckoo. This is also called Chatak in Hindi, mythologically linked to monsoon in India. This is also called the harbinger bird of rain. It comes before rain. This has got crested head, black upper parts you can see, and white underpart, long tail with white tips. Its distribution is found India, Africa, and Southeast Asia. Next slide, please. This is a very beautiful bird. It's called cotton pygmy goose. You can see the three birds are flying. Cotton pygmy goose are basically come under duck family. They look very tiny. Male has got white head. See, you can see the front two birds are male birds. The back one is a female bird. The behind, which one? Female is brown. Female has got brownish bed. They are highly aquatic, rarely walks on land, frequently seen perched on trees near water. Next slide. This is called purple swampfen or grey-headed swampfen. Grey-headed swampfen, actually it's a large brightly colored rail with grey head and neck. Violet blue underpants you can see. And there is red bill and frontal shield. Feeds on aquatic vegetation, shoots of reeds, lotus, small invertebrates. Forages by pulling up plants with strong toes. Next slide, please. This is called white-tailed swallow. It's a feeding shot. Mother is feeding the chick. It is small, elegant swallow with a glossy blue upper body, you can see. Bright chestnut crown and nape. Underpants are very clean and white. Seen near rivers, lakes, open water bodies, and wetlands. Next slide. This is also the same species, white-tailed swallow. Next slide, please. These are beautiful birds. These are called greater flamingos. In India, we have greater and lesser flamingos. Both are there. If you go to Sambar area of Rajasthan, you will find lesser flamingos. The greater flamingos are long-legged waders with long necks, pink to reddish plumage. Now, here we can see the pink plumage. Their habitat is shallow saline lakes, coastal lagoons, mud flats, and salt pans. Dhanauri, I have seen these birds in 2021 and 22. Next slide, please. This is also the greater flamingos pair. Next slide, please. This is called Zitting cysticola. It is also called streaked fantail warbler. The habitat is grasslands, paddy fields, weedy fields, and open scrub areas. It's a small brown streaked warbler with short tail. Next slide. If you are extremely lucky, you can see this one also. This bird is called Brahmani kite. It looks like a kite, but it has got a brownish underpants and the color over the wings you can find, and the white head and neck. It is a fish eating bird. Next slide. Munias, we all know these are, munias are caged birds. People try to capture them and sell them in the market. Very good place to click munias in Dhanauri. This is called a red munia, which is a very beautiful color. Red, you find red color and spots over the wings and underbelly. And the next one is called tricolored munia. Tricolored munia, which has got three colors: white, black, and rustic brown or orange, brown color basically. It also belongs to munia family. The next slide. If you come to conservation of Saras crane, basically Saras cranes are very vulnerable as per the IUCN list, red list. And basically breeds in Uttar Pradesh and marshy agricultural wetlands. Dhanauri hosts one of the largest congregations important for national conservation. The threat is habitat loss, disturbance, urban expansion, etc. If we can protect this wetland and make it a Ramsar site, we will definitely protect the Sarascans also. Uttar Pradesh government is doing their best to convert into the proper wetland. Next slide. Sarascan's life cycle is the breeding season. I have already told. The monsoon to post season. Diet is omnivorous. This we have already discussed. They are territorial pairs and family groups reliance on shallow wetlands and adjacent farmland for foraging. Conservation actually needs basically they need secure nesting sites, water retention in breeding season, and community friendly farmland practices. Next slide. Developing Dhanauri for bird tourism, we can develop Dhanauri, I think, a very good birding spot because you can find 220 species over there and it is very near to Delhi. And the people who are coming from other states, if they are going to Rajasthan or Uttarakhand, they usually spend one day in Delhi. We can capture those birders or bird photographers and take them to Dhanauri for birding. Next slide. The suggested conservation and management actions are wetland protection. It has to be done. Pursue formal wetland and Ramsar notification and legal safeguards also are to be made. Maintain the seasonal water retention and via minor bunds and controlled drainage. Habitat has to be conserved and regulate grazing. This is the most important thing. Restore native aquatic vegetation. Regular bird surveys are important. Community patrolling and conflict resolution mechanisms are to be in place. Next slide. This I have already told. It is very near to Delhi, and unique selling point is obviously the large Saras congregations. Everyone wants to see, especially the birders and bird photographers from south. They don't have these populations over there, and the people from northeast and people from the west coast can also come and see the bird. And we can create a potential community-based livelihood in form of guiding, homestays, local crafts, and cuisine. Conservation tourism can fund habitat protection while raising public awareness. Next slide. Apart from these special birds, there are also we can find common species. They are found in Dhanauri. I will not talk much about these birds, but I can show you the photos of the birds. And this is pond heron, which is very common. It is found everywhere in India. This is the courtship behavior. See, in between those two beaks, there is a fish Actually, male actually offering the fish to the female over here. Next slide. This is a little grebe which has also got a prey of fish in its mouth, and it's coming towards me. That time I took this shot. It is also very common bird over here and everywhere in India. Next bird. This is kingfisher. We have common kingfisher, white-breasted kingfisher over there. Apart from this is a pied kingfisher, which is not a regularly seen in Dhanauri, but you can see on and off. Next slide. This is gray-headed swamphen, which I have already discussed. They are actually playing or fighting that I don't know. Next slide. This is called pond heron, which is actually savoring a soft shell turtle. This is also a common bird over there. Next slide. This is painted storks, and those are egrets. They are fighting for their prey. You can see the fish in the foreground. Next slide. This is called Indian thickney. Thickney is actually lives in open dry scrub areas, grasslands, wetlands. It has got large, thick yellowish legs, big yellow eyes, brown streaked plumage for perfect camouflage. And it has got a very strong bill. They are mostly nocturnal and stands motionless during the day. Next slide. This is the one of the commonest birds or ducks of India, which is you can see everywhere in India. This is called Indian spot-billed duck. Indian spot-billed ducks are medium-sized dabbling ducks with a distinct yellow tipped black bill you can see in the photo. Their habitat is freshwater wetlands, lakes, ponds, and marshes. Next slide. I think there are 20 to 25 varieties of raptors are there in Dhanauri. I have been to Dhanauri several times, and I got the 10 raptors out of 20, which I'm going to show you. The next slide. This is called common kestrel, which you can see in the month of winters from November to February or March over there. It's a small, graceful falcon and known for iconic hovering flight while hunting. This is the characteristic feature of this raptor. It has got slender body, long tail, and pointed wings. Next slide. This is called peregrine falcon. It's a flying shot. Peregrine falcons are medium large falcons. They are basically urban falcons. It is considered as world's fastest bird, especially while stooping. It can reach up to 350 kilometers per hour. It is extremely adaptable, cliffs, open countryside, coasts, and now many urban cities you can see these birds. The diet is mainly pigeons, doves, waders, parakeets, ducks, and other medium birds. Hunts by high-speed aerial stoop. This is the characteristic feature of this bird. Strikes the prey in the mid-flight. Next slide, please. This is the hovering of the same bird. This is called peregrine falcon. Next slide. This is a very beautiful falcon. It's called red-necked falcon. Red-necked falcon is a small simp falcon, distinctive rufous red neck you can see, and crown, gray upper parts, finely barred under parts, and a long tail. It is found everywhere, almost everywhere in India, usually found singly or in pairs. It is a very fast, low-level flyer, often seen perched on isolated trees and poles. Next slide. This is called booted eagle, the smallest of the true eagles. Why it is called booted eagle? Because compact with feathered or booted legs occurs in two color morphs, light morph and dark morph. I think this is a dark morph. Habitat is wooded areas, forest edges, and open country with scattered trees. Avoids dense forests. Range is it's a migratory to India in winter, breeds in Europe actually, and parts of Asia. Next, this is called greater spotted eagle. It has got dark brown. It is a dark brown eagle with uniform chocolate brown plumage. Prefers wetlands, marshes, and river floodplains, lakesides, winters in open country near water bodies. Breeds in Eastern Europe to Western Siberia. Next. This is also one of the commonest migratory birds or raptors, you can say. This is called marsh harrier. This one is a female one. It has it is a slim raptor with long wings and tail. It hunts by flying very low over reeds. Actually surprises the prey. Diet includes small birds, mammals, frogs, insects. Next slide. This is a very beautiful bird called black winged kite or black shouldered kite. It has got red eyes, very red eyes, which is a distinctive feature of this bird. It's small, elegant raptor with white gray body, striking black shoulder patches. You can see in this photo, in this image. And it has got red eyes, long pointed wings, and a squared tail. Habitat is open country, grasslands, agricultural fields, and scrublands. Known for its characteristic hovering, like kestrel, it also hovers over the sky for hunting, often perches on poles or wires. Next one. This is a steppe eagle. It's a very large eagle. And you can find in the winter months in Dhanauri, especially near the trees at the water body, which is on the left side. If you go to Dhanauri, it comes on the left side. Next one. This is a very common raptor. This is called shikra. Shikra is found everywhere, and it's a male one, which is a head-on shot. Next slide. This is a Indian spotted eagle, which also sometimes actually follows the polyandry. One of the three birds which follow polyandry. The first one is pheasant-tailed jacana. The second one is bronze-winged jacana. And the third one is uh, this one, Indian spotted eagle. Next one. Apart from this, you can also find wildlife over there. I have seen 3 to 4 wildlife species over there that I will show you right now. This is called golden jackal. Golden jackal found almost everywhere in northern India, especially in UP, Uttarakhand, Rajasthan, Delhi, Haryana. Next slide. This is called jungle cat. Jungle cat is very secretive cat. Often you can find in marshy lands and jungle areas. It's a very good hunter. Next one. These are called Neel guys, we all know. Blue bulls. The next one. This is an Indian hare chased by a feral dog. And this is the next one. This is called sand boa, which is a double-headed snake, which also you can find in Dhanauri, especially in winters. Next one. There are some winter birds you can spot from November to February. Next slide. This is the typical Dhanauri image where you can find Saras, birds on the left, and Dhanauri, birds on the right. Next slide. This is the typical Dhanauri image where you can find Saras birds on the left, and Dhanauri, birds on the right. Next slide. This is the typical Dhanauri image where you can find Saras birds on the left, and Dhanauri, birds on the right. Next slide. This is the typical Dhanauri image where you can find Saras birds on the left, almost all the winter birds in one frame. Next slide. This is a stock. This is called black-necked stock. You can find almost all the time in Dhanauri. This is a female one. Next slide. This bird is called Gagane. So this is also a winter visitor to the Dhanauri wetlands. Next slide. This is called common teal. Next slide. This is called Eurasian wryneck. Eurasian wryneck comes in the month of winter in Dhanauri and surrounding areas. It is also, you can find in Haryana also. Next slide. This is the male northern shoveler bird. It is also a migratory bird. Next slide. This is called great bittern or Eurasian. Now it is called Eurasian bittern. This is also very secretive bird. It is very hard to find this bird in winters. Next. This is also a common migratory bird in winters, especially in Dhanauri. You can also find this bird in Haryana. This is called woolly-necked stork, one of the 5 storks of India. Next one. This is a very secretive, it's one of the rarest sorts I have clicked in Dhanauri in 2019 or 20. This is called water rail. The next one. This is also very unique bird. It's a crake. It belongs to a crake family. This is called the brown crake. Next one. Bengal bushlock is one of the special birds you can find in Dhanauri. Bengal bushlock is a resident bird found in Dhanauri wetlands, especially during winter, inhabiting open areas and other cultivated lands. You can find this bird, known for its repetitive buzzy song, which delivers in flight. It nests on the ground and feeds on the seeds and insects. Next slide. This is actually the bird, Bengal bushlock. Winter migratory birds, every bird photographer's delight. If you can guess, it's okay. Otherwise, I will show you the bird. Next slide. Uh, Next slide. This is called short-eared owl, which is a migratory bird. It moves from north to south in winters, relocate to areas of higher rodent population, which is a characteristic feature of this bird. Generally monogamous, hunting occurs mostly at night, but diurnal and crepuscular. Next, crepuscular meaning it hunts during before sunrise and just after sunset. This is the bird. This is called short-eared owl. The next one, which is also short-eared owl. This and next one. This is head-on flight shot. Thank you for patient listening. And the last slide is, it's a slide of hope where the boy says to Saras, wait, you are here to stay, and the wetland will be converted into a proper wetland or Ramsar site very soon. Thank you so much for patient listening. Thank you.
That was indeed a very informative session, and I hope the audience would have a number of questions. Yes, we can see in the chat box. So, sir, there are a few questions that the audience wants you to answer. So, first question is by Miss Fareen, that why this Saras crane is so iconic in this region, in the region of the Nori wetlands.
Because the Saras crane, basically it's a wetland bird. And Uttar Pradesh, to some extent, Bihar and Bengal used to have very large uh, amounts of water bodies, or we call it wetlands. The wetlands are the proper site for Saras cranes. So in Uttarakhand, you will find very less wetlands. In Haryana also, if you compare to Uttar Pradesh, you will find very few water bodies. This is the reason why Uttar Pradesh has got more Saras cranes than other areas.
And one more thing, that is the Saras crane is the state bird of Uttar Pradesh.
Uttar Pradesh, yes.
That was an indeed informative and very informative add-on, I would say. So, the next question is by Mr. Bhuvan. He says that what the normal people can do to protect the birds at Dhanori.
For normal people, actually, as a birder or bird photographer, as a citizen of India, we should actually tell the people about the habitat over there and the birds which they are having, the importance of their presence over there. These things are to be told to them by people like us or people like mm, the village people, those who are not having very much knowledge about the birds. We should go and tell them, then only we can protect the habitat as well as the birds. So it is our duty to tell the kids over there who are in the primary level or in the high school level. From that level also we have to nurture them to save the habitat or birds around them. Then only we can achieve the conservative status in any area, not only in Dhanauri.
Sir, I have a point that
Hmm.
the main threat of the farmers inland is snakes,
Okay.
and these birds are the food of these birds are snakes.
Yes.
So that is the ecosystem actually.
Hmm.
So if
Hmm.
they means save the Saras crane or any of the cranes or any of the big
Hmm.
birds,
Hmm.
that
Hmm.
means they are safe because they
Yes.
are having their threats actually.
The ecosystem is like that. Actually, every species is dependent on some other species. If you
Yes.
cut one species from there, the other species either they will die or they will migrate. So we have to maintain the ecosystem of the area, not only Dhanauri, any area which is, it's a vicious cycle basically. Life is a vicious cycle. We are dependent on food crops. When food crops are not there, we will be dependent on some other thing. That is animals. We kill animals. If animals are not there, we do some other thing. So it's a vicious cycle. We have to keep each and everything safe and secure.
So up next, Harpreet Kaur wants to ask you that what are the key signs that a wetland ecosystem is healthy?
It's a very good question. Basically, wetland means any land which is having water, permanent water, or the rainy water, which which is surrounded by a marshy land, and the water level is maintaining, more or less maintaining its level, which may be low or high throughout the year. Then we call it a healthy water wetland. And of course, we should also find the bird species, amphibians, and other species. If we find over there, that means it's a healthy wetland.
Sir, Ms. Pooja Kumari wants to ask what has been your most memorable sighting at Dhanori?
My memorable sighting is, I think, bristled grassbird, because Saras crane, they are there. If you go there any day, you will find Saras cranes. One or two, at least two you can find. But bristled grassbird, it comes in the month of July. It's a rarity. And brown crake is a rarity. And jungle cat also is a rarity. These three things I find it very fascinating over there.
And the memorable photo is short-eared owl with the habit.
Shorted.
That is the
That is
most
that is
memorable
shorted
photo.
shorted owl is a photographer's delight, and the
Yes.
other three birds which I have just uttered, those are birders, what you call delight.
Yes.
Okay, sir, I think Anish has a very good question. With
Okay.
support from UP Tourism and UP Ecotourism Board, how do you see places like Dhanauri shaping the future of nature experiences in our region?
See, Dhanauri, for that matter, even Surajpur also has got very good scope of being IBA, important bird area, because it is very close to Delhi. The birders who come to Delhi, they usually wants to go out and look for the birds which are especially found in and around Delhi. For example, if you in the month of October, Eurasian hobby comes to Delhi, which is, I think, is not common in far south. So people come to see those birds. Recently, we have got a special bunting called rustic bunting, which is also we found in Haryana. These type of birds comes during migratory period or once in a while or once. Brambling is a bird which we have spotted in Bhonsi 2 3 years 4 years ago. So there is a chance of seeing a rare bird. That's one factor. And in wetland, every year flocks of birds come. For that also, Dhanauri is a very good place. One for rarity and one for usual birds. The migratory birds, common species. It's a very good place and it is a very safe place. You can easily go to Dhanauri via Surajpur, or you can go to Dhanauri via the Agra Express Highway.
And one more point, sir, for the tourism, we can call it like for the foreign tourists also who are
It's a very safe.
it's a very safe, and the foreign tourists can spend 1 day full to these areas. We can call it tourist
Yes.
circuit like
Yes.
Okhla, Surajpur, and Dhanauri. They
And
can
these
spend full day in that.
these three places can be covered in 1 day.
1 day, and I think so. It will be like 115 plus species for the day.
No doubt, no doubt.
No doubt.
If you are lucky, you can find more than 120.
Yeah.
Okay. So Dhruv also has a question for you. He says, what's your go-to tip for capturing birds in flight?
It's a very good question. The
Yeah.
first and foremost is you have to practice the art of taking flight photos. For that, the best suggestion I would give is to find a common bird, that is crow, dove, which are there around your home or around your office place. So try to click those birds first. So one day you will tune into taking the photos of the birds. That is the first thing. The second thing is the exposure triangle. Shutter speed has to be more than 1 by 1000. I'm just giving the example. For smaller birds, it can be 1 by 2000, 1 by 2500. For medium sized birds, 1 by 2000 is enough. For larger birds like Sarus cranes, even 1 by 1000 is also enough. This is this is about shutter speed. And you should know the flight movements of each and every bird. Some birds are very swift, so increase you should increase the shutter speed. Some birds are not that much swift. For example, Sarus crane, you can take photograph of Sarus crane very easily with 1 by 800 shutter speed also. It depends on the speed and your distance from the bird.
Okay. So I think this is the last question, but Priyanshi asks, as
Okay.
someone who leads bird walks, what excites you the most about this wetland?
You are asking about Dhanauri, na?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Dhanauri, see, if you go from November to February, you will find lots of birds there, lots of birds, lots of migratory birds and winter birds you will find over there. And during the month of February, you will find Saras cranes and black-necked storks. They are actually eating snakes, water snakes over there. It is a very endearing experience to see these birds eating water snakes in the month of January to February. And in the month of July to August or September, you can see the chicks of the birds because that is the breeding season. Saras crane chicks you can see in the month of August and September.
So, with this, we come to an end of today's session. Thank you, Mr. Divakar, for joining us and sharing such a valuable, informative session with us. We will also like to take a moment to appreciate the dynamic efforts of UP Tourism and UP Ecotourism, because of which places like Dhanauri still exist unbelievably in the National Capital Region. And for more such webinars and being a part of our earthwalks and learning more about such sanctuaries and wetlands, do not forget to follow our website www.globalwildlifefair.com and be a part of our organization and help us to grow as a family. With this, we come to an end. Thank you everyone for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you for inviting me. Thank you Global Wildlife Fair and Uttar Pradesh Tourism and also Asian Adventures, especially Salil Datta Saab and Mohit Agarwal ji for inviting me. And I also thank the technical team of Asian Adventures, Kritika, Pooja, and
Aditi.
Aditi.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.